All right, today we're diving into a food that gets the label superfood thrown at it all the time, hemp seeds. But what's the real story? What makes them so special? And are they even what you think they are? Let's get into it.
So, when you hear the word hemp, what's the first thing that comes to mind? It's easy to get a little confused. Are we talking about some amazing health food or something else entirely? Well, let's clear that up right now. Okay, so let's get this straight, right off the bat. Yes, both hemp seeds and the cannabis used for recreational purposes come from the same plant family, Cannabis sativa. But, and this is a huge but, they are completely different varieties. Hemp seeds are all about nutrition. They have only tiny, trace amounts of THC. The bottom line, they are not going to get you high.
And, fun fact, they're technically a nut. They have this really great mild, nutty flavor. You'll probably see them in stores sold as hemp hearts. That just means they've taken the shell off for you. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's actually see what makes these things so special.
So all these amazing benefits we're going to talk about, they all boil down to what's packed inside these little things. So let's crack one open, figuratively speaking, and look at their amazing nutritional profile. I mean, just look at these numbers. More than 30% of a hemp seed is made up of healthy fats, and over 25% of its calories come from high-quality protein. That is a huge amount for something so tiny. Way more protein than you'd get from other popular seeds like chia or flax.
And wait, it gets even better. They're also jam-packed with essential minerals. We're talking vitamin E for your immune system, magnesium for your muscles, iron, zinc, the list goes on. It's this incredible density that really sets the stage for some major health perks.
All right, let's get into the first big set of benefits. We're going to see how the unique fats inside hemp seeds can support two things most of us really care about: our heart and our skin. So first up, your heart. Hemp seeds are loaded with an amino acid called arginine. Now, your body takes that arginine and uses it to make something called nitric oxide. You can think of nitric oxide as like a traffic controller for your blood flow. It tells your blood vessels to chill out, to relax and open up, which can lead to lower blood pressure and a lower risk of heart disease. Pretty cool, right? But you know, it's not just about how much fat is in there. It's the type of fat and the balance that really matters. Hemp seeds have this perfect little ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. It's about 3-to-1, and that is widely considered to be the sweet spot, the optimal range for a healthy immune system, especially when it comes to our skin. So here's how that all connects to better skin. When you eat these healthy fats, especially one called GLA that's in hemp seeds, you're helping your immune system stay balanced. And studies have actually shown that this can help relieve things like dry skin and that awful itchiness that comes with conditions like eczema. Okay, now for the part that really makes hemp seeds stand out, especially if you're eating more plant-based foods. Let's talk protein.
Get ready for this because this is pretty wild. A 30-gram serving, that's just 2 or 3 tablespoons, gives you about 11 grams of protein. Yeah, you're seeing that right. It's basically neck and neck with the same amount of beef and more than double what you get from chia seeds.
But here's the real kicker. It's not just the amount of protein, it's the quality. Hemp seeds are a complete protein. That means they have all 9 of the essential amino acids that our bodies can't make on their own. Finding that in a plant-based food is incredibly rare. It makes them a true powerhouse for building muscle and repairing your body.
Okay, so we've covered the big stuff, like protein and fats, but the benefits don't stop there. Let's talk about some more targeted issues, like hormonal balance and keeping your digestive system happy.
So remember that fatty acid we mentioned earlier, GLA? Well, it turns out it's a real game changer for a lot of women who deal with PMS. This GLA helps your body produce a compound that actually tones down the effects of a hormone called prolactin, which is often the culprit behind symptoms like irritability, bloating, and breast tenderness.
And that's not all. This same powerhouse compound, GLA, might also help with the inflammation and hormone imbalances that can happen during menopause.
All right, let's switch gears to digestion. Now, one quick but really important point here. We're talking about whole hemp seeds for this one, the ones with the shell still on. They're a fantastic source of fiber, with a great mix of both soluble and insoluble types. That insoluble fiber is what adds bulk and, keeps things moving, while the soluble fiber acts like a prebiotic, feeding all the good bacteria in your gut.
Okay, so we've gone through a ton of information. Let's zoom out and ask, what's the big takeaway here? What's the final word on hemp seeds?
The bottom line is this. This tiny little seed packs a ridiculously powerful punch. We're talking a complete plant-based protein, support for your heart, your skin, your digestion,
The nutritional profile is, well, genuinely impressive.
And hey, just one last thing, and this is important for full transparency. The outer shells of hemp seeds can have those trace amounts of THC. We're talking less than 0.3%. Now that amount is tiny. It won't have any psychoactive effect, but it's just a good detail to be aware of.
Which brings us back to where we started. When you look at everything, the complete protein, the perfect fatty acid ratio, all those minerals, you have to wonder, could the humble hemp seed be one of the very few superfoods that actually lives up to all the hype? You know, based on the evidence, it just might be.